everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, I wanted to update you all on some of the I'm going to say travel size fragrances that I bought in little kits to see, do I think they're full bottle worthy? And I have some sample fragrances that I actually ordered from FragranceNet to try out. If you haven't seen that haul video, I will link it above. Check it out. So I wanted to just update you all on my thoughts on these fragrances. So first we're going to start with the little 4-piece travel spray set that I purchased from Walmart, and they're all Paris Hilton fragrances. I had never owned a Paris Hilton fragrance in my life. I just never bought when Paris Hilton, I think, was at the height of being Paris Hilton. I was teen, going, that age, and I don't know, I just didn't, I never wore any fragrances. I was more of a Britney girl, so I just never had any. But I was listening to Jasmine Bullard, especially loves one of the fragrances, and it was on my list to purchase, and then I saw this kit and I was like, well, I'm just gonna get this kit, try out 4 of them, and then go from there. And if I love this one, once I finish it, I'll invest in the big size, and that way I'll know, and I'll get to try out more than just one fragrance from Paris Hilton, and then I can share my thoughts with you all. So the first fragrance we're going to talk about is Paris Hilton, just the original. I remember when this came out. This is described as a floral fruity fragrance. It was released in 2005. It has notes of melon, apple, peach, freesia, jasmine, musk, sandalwood. It's described as a floral, fruity fragrance. Now, when I smell this, it takes me back, okay? Because this must have been popular, like at school, because when I smell this, it takes me back in the day. So this is a heavy, fruity, shampoo-y fragrance. It does remind me, like I said, of the early 2000s. It smells good. Would I want a full bottle of this? I'm leaning towards no. Because while it still smells good, I feel like I don't want to say dated, because I have some fragrances that's older than this that I don't feel like smell dated to me, but this one maybe played out is the word I'm looking for, because I've smelled this many times, and it's the perfuminess of it. It's not a clean, airy, shampoo-y smell. It's a heavy, to me, thick, fruity, shampoo-y, perfumey smell. Now, I'm going to use it. I'm going to wear it, but I don't want a full bottle. Now, will that change? Let me tell y'all this. I reserve the right to change my mind about these fragrances once I actually use them all up. I don't know how long it's going to take me to use all this up, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and do a video telling you about them. Maybe you were like me and never tried some of these fragrances, even though they've been around, some of them, 20 years. Maybe you hadn't tried them like me, never have. So I do reserve the right that if once I use this up and I go, wow, I really need it in my collection, I reserve that right, as a woman, my prerogative, to change my mind. But as of right now, it smells really good. I don't think I want to smell like this. Full bottle worthy for me, no. Not at this time. And I can't even remember if I told y'all, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through. I'm going to tell you about them, what I think, and then let you know if I want to add a full bottle of these fragrances to my collection. So the next one we're going to talk about from Paris Hilton is Can Can. And this is described as a floral, fruity fragrance, and it was released in 2007. It has notes of nectarine, blackcurrant, orchid, orange blossom, amber, musk, And it smells really good. To me, it smells smooth. It smells like a smooth, fruity, sweet, floral. Again, shower fresh, shampoo-y scent. This is one I'm leaning towards maybe I want a full bottle. Because at first I was like, no, I've smelled it before. It smells good. But then I was wearing it. I was like, whew, smelling good. For a casual summertime, or just running errands, or just when you don't want to wear something, expensive. You just want to smell good and pretty and girly and clean and showery and, pretty clean girl. I think this is it in a very fruity, smooth way. I like this. So like I said, this is maybe leaning more so towards yes, but I really am liking Can. So this is a maybe, but it's maybe leaning more towards yes, gonna get a full bottle once I finish it up, more so than no. All right, so the next one is the fragrance that I actually was wanting to try, bought this set to experience, and that is Heiress. Now, Heiress is described as a floral fruity fragrance. It was released in 2006. It has notes of peach, orange, mimosa, tiare flower, tonka bean, white woods. Now, when I smell this, it smells now from the bottle, to me, it doesn't smell that great from the bottle. Just so you know. I don't know if you can actually go somewhere and smell this still. Everywhere I've looked, it's been discounted. But from the bottle, it just smells okay. But from when I wore it on my skin, it was very sparkling, uplifting, champagne-y. Bubblegum, again, shower shampoo-y, light and airy fragrance, but potent. Because at first when I sprayed this, when I wore this, I was like, I'm glad I just got this one because I don't want this. Because I was like, what the heck? This is nothing special, okay? And then I just went about my day. And I kept getting wafts of it. And I was like, oh, I smell good. Then I get another one. I said, oh, this smells good. So this is one. Think of champagne toast, but way toned down, easier to wear. Because to me, champagne toast sometimes not easy to wear. Maybe because it's not a love for me like some people. But this does have that champagne-y quality. And again, okay, I have heard so many people go, bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. I want to go in a dish. So many people say this is so bubblegum. Now, okay. I was expecting more bubblegum based on reviews I'd read and people I'd watched. Now, I did get hints of it, but for me, this isn't a bubblegum fragrance. To me, this is more of a champagne-y, shampoo-y clean with hints of sweet bubble gum that come and go throughout you wearing the fragrance. But it does, when you move or it would hit me in my nose and I would go, this is smelling good. So this is a yes for a full bottle. Heiress is a yes for me because for some reason I am craving fragrances where you just smell shampoo-y, clean, shower fresh. Like that, the distinction between, oh, your perfume smells good rather than you just smell good. And I'm going towards more of you smell good fragrances going into this spring and upcoming spring, summer seasons. So this is one I want to get a full bottle of. At first I was like, let me just go ahead and get a full bottle. Then I was like, Shaughnessy, you usually don't roll like that. So because I got a lot of fragrances, okay? So I said, let me use this up. Because what if I change my mind and go, oh, I'm tired of it, I'm good, this was enough, I enjoyed it. So I'm leaning towards yes on a full bottle for this. But again, who knows what can happen when I finish it up. Okay, the last fragrance that came in that little kit was Gold Rush. And I have to say, I always loved and admired these bottles. When I would watch perfume videos and people would have different bottles in this collection, in their collection, I'd be like, oh, but I just never felt the urge to get a Paris Hilton fragrance. But I have them now. So Gold Rush is described as a floral, fruity gourmand. It was released in 2016. It has notes of nectarine, lemon, bergamot, orchid, rose petals, praline, vanilla, and cashmere wood. Now this is one I just can't make up my mind on it, because when I smell it initially, when I sprayed it on my skin and worn it, I feel like it's dated. It's a perfumey perfume, fruity floral. I don't think it's gourmand, because in my definition of gourmand is edible. Nothing about this perfume makes me want to eat it. I mean, nothing about it smells edible to me at all. It's powdery. And then it reminds me of one an Avon perfume I remember wearing as like a tween. I can't remember the name of it. It was gold. And it was a little too grown for me now that I think of it. Like I said, my mom wasn't really strict about that, as long as I wasn't out there smelling sexy or something. And I really liked it. And this kind of reminds me of that perfume. But again, I'm like, do I want to smell like that right now? Now, I do want to say that the more I smell this perfume, like if I constantly sit here and take a break and smell it, it starts smelling better to me. So this is one I'm going to have to actually finish this bottle, because I cannot make up my mind. I'm leaning towards no on this perfume, because let me tell y'all, this perfume is again compared to Viktor and Rolf's Bonbon. And from the bottle, there are some similarities. I sprayed these side by side on my skin, and this, to me, Bonbon, which it should be because of the price, smells to me exceptionally better than Gold Rush. You can see the difference in the quality. To me, they didn't even smell exactly the same. They just, maybe the same vibes, but not a dupe to me. You know, let's spray it on paper and try it side by side and see. And another reason why I am hesitant to say, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get a full bottle of Gold Rush, is because, you see, I've had this for a year. I don't think to reach for Bonbon. So if they're somewhat similar, I don't need two of them. Even though from what I remember on my skin, Bonbon smell way better to me than Gold Rush. Okay, so let's smell Gold Rush. Yeah, they're similar, but to me not juice. Bonbon is thicker, denser. Gold Rush to me is powdery. Yeah, it's interesting. This is one Gold Rush I'm gonna have to wear, and I'm gonna have to just figure it out, because I haven't figured this fragrance out. So this is a I just don't know if I'm gonna add the full bottle or not, but we're gonna find out. And again, that is Gold Rush. Okay, so that was everything from Miss Paris Hilton, and you can get that little set at Walmart. It was $19.99 in my area, and I thought it was a great deal, especially when I saw that they were not roller balls and they were sprayers. That's what sold me and made me get that kit. So the next little kit we're going to talk about is Elizabeth Arden White Tea. And this has 3 different versions of white tea in this kit. And this is how it looks. Again, sold me when I saw that these were actually spray bottles, because I am not about that rollerball life, okay? Not at all. So we're first going to talk about just, the one that started it all, the original white tea from Elizabeth Arden. This was released in 2017. It has notes of fresh Italian mandarin, white iris, and soft musk. This is a very aromatic, green, clean, musky, powdery fragrance. This is a perfume, in my opinion, that you need your skin. Because it doesn't smell bad from this bottle, but if I was just to smell this in a store like this, I would go, and I'll put it back. But I have gone through a couple of samples of this, and wearing it on your skin, to me, is what brings it to life. I already knew I liked white tea from when I wore it, but I needed to refresh my memory. I just didn't want to just go buy a full bottle because I couldn't remember I remember I wanted to add it to my collection, but I couldn't remember, is it that serious to add it to my collection? And I should have known it wasn't, because you can remember the ones you really, really want. You can remember those. So I'm glad I have this little one. And I feel like after I use it up, I'm going to say yes, because again, it's just one of those, you smell good, not a perfume. You just smell like clean, pretty, fresh, relaxing, musky. You just smell good. So I do like this one. I think after I use this up, I don't foresee myself going, oh, I really don't want a full bottle now after I use it. So I'm thinking this is going to be a yes after I finish up this little travel size spray of white tea. So the next one in that set is white tea Mandarin Blossom. And this is described again as a floral woody musk, and it was released in 2020. It has sparkling notes of mandarin, white tea, and luminous musk. Okay, to me, this one just kind of smells like a basic citrusy floral, what I would call kind of mature fragrance. It's okay. Take back the mature. It just smells just citrusy, like a citrus perfume. It's really not much else going on for me, just citrus. Yeah. So it's fine. It's just not my vibe. It doesn't do anything for me. But who knows? After I wear it out, come up with a layering combo, who knows what would happen. But for now, for white tea Mandarin Blossom, I'm leaning towards no. I do not need a full bottle of this one. The last fragrance we're going to talk about in that set is white tea Ginger Lily. This one is also a floral woody musk. It was released in 2021, and it has notes of bitter orange, ginger lily blossom, and cedar wood. This is citrusy, warm, spicy, ginger, heavy, aromatic. It makes me think of warm, unsweet. I'm not a big tea drinker. I'm an iced tea drinker, but you know how some people just drink warm tea and all that. I'm more of an iced tea drinker, and then not even a lot of that. This reminds me of those warm, unsweetened, good for your health teas. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think I'm gonna want a full bottle of this. And this is weird, kind of like with that Gold Rush. The more I'm smelling it, it's smelling more appealing, like comforting, like soothing, like relaxing. So who knows, y'all? Who knows? But I tell you what, Mandarin Blossom, I didn't change my mind on that one. Just pure citrus. This is one that's kind of speaking to me. So I'm going to say maybe leaning towards a no. Because I don't love the note of ginger. And that's what was really I was smelling that ginger, and now it's kind of toned down some, and I'm liking it more. So this is one that is a maybe, but I'm leaning towards no. But again, who knows? Because as I was talking to you, I was like, this is smelling pretty good. So we never know, y'all. We don't know until it's empty for sure what we're gonna do. And then sometimes not even then for me. So again, that is White Tea Ginger Lily. Okay, so the next fragrances we're going to talk about are the samples I picked up from FragranceNet. And this first one is Mancera Roses Vanille EDP. Now, I've heard so many people talk about this perfume that I said when I saw it as a sample, I think it was like $2 and something, not over $3, I don't think. I said, okay, I'm going to get it. Let me spray it out, y'all, because I can't really smell it since the last time I sprayed it. But while we're waiting on that to air out, Roses Vanilla from Mancera is an amber vanilla fragrance. It was released in 2011. It has notes of lemon, water notes, rose, sugar, vanilla, sugar, some more sugar, some white musk, and cedar. Okay. When I first smelled this, I went, whoa, you're strong. Then I went, whoa, I don't know. Then I said, let me put this on my skin and wear it and see what I think. So I put it on my skin. I was like, whoa, you're still pretty strong there. You're really strong, Rose Vanille. You're really strong. Then it smoothed down, settled down some. And I said, you smelling really familiar, Roses Vanille. So this to me, Mancera Roses Vanille is a mixture of Perfumes de Marly, Delina Exclusive, and Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper from Kayali. The parts of it that remind me of Delina Exclusive, it's creamy, it's a little incensey, it's rose heavy. The parts that remind me of Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, it's rose heavy. And it's got that incensey vibe to it. That it's very cutting, it's very sharp. It takes a while for it to settle down, and to me, even when it does, it's still very in your face, potent, strong, sharp. It never loses to me its sharp edges and smooths all the way out. And it wasn't what I was expecting, because from watching, I don't know how many videos on Roses Vanille, because I was trying to decide if I wanted to blind buy it, from reading reviews on it, people describe this as a soft, beautiful rose vanilla scent. And it is. It's a beautiful rose scent. It's not sweet like I thought it was going to be, though. It's not, I'm thinking sweet, rosy, pretty vanilla. This is potent, in your face, take you out if you spray too much, loud, to me not as good as Delina Exclusive. And you know, I have it. I have Delina Exclusive. I have a travel spray of Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper from Kayali. I don't feel like I need Roses Vanille. Do I hate it? No. But I have it. I feel like I have this DNA. I have the Roses Vanille DNA in my collection. So while this is nice, it's still not as good as what I have already in my collection. So I see no need to add it to my collection. So this is a no for me, Mancera Roses Vanille. The next three, and I think I'm going to want to spray these too, are from Bond number 9, because as I have mentioned to you all, I want to purchase a Bond number 9 fragrance. So I started with these three, and the Scent of Peace, I have been looking at it. It's not a ton of videos. You'd think it would be more videos on this fragrance, but not many. So while we're waiting on this, where I can smell it, the scent of peace is described as a floral woody musk, and it was released in 2006, and it's for women. Because Bond number 9, I have tried other Bond scents and getting samples from different orders, and I have not liked any of them. So even though I wanted a Bond fragrance, I didn't want to blind buy. I knew I wasn't going to pay the price at going to the counters, so I didn't want to bother with that either. So when I saw a fragrance that had these samples, I said, well, okay, they have the 3 that I'm really interested in. Let me see what I think of these fragrances. And the scent of peace has notes of black currant, grapefruit, lily of the valley, musk, and Virginia cedar. And this is one, it's nice. It smells good. I tried these out at work, took them to work. I was asking my friends, you smell them, what do you think? I had one friend really didn't like the scent of peace at all, and another one fell in love with it. And my principal, she liked it too. It's a like for me. I don't know if it's a love. And see, that's my thing with Bond number 9. It's soft, it's pretty, it's a little citrusy, it's woody. It smells to me again like what that DNA I'm loving right now, where you don't smell like a perfume. You just smell like the essence of you is smelling good. It does have that vibe to it. But again, even on FragranceNet, these Bond number 9 is not cheap. It's nowhere near affordable. And when I wore it on my skin, I did like it, but I didn't love it. So I feel like one day I'm going to add it to my collection because I do like it. And Bond number 9 is not going to be a house that I'm going to fall in love with. I can tell that already. But I did like it. It did adjust with my body chemistry nicely. I just don't know if I want to pay this price to smell shower fresh, clean, like you just smell good, like a good smelling clean woman, when you can get that vibe that I've shown you from fragrances over here that's under $30. So do I want to pay almost $200 just to say I have a Bond number 9 fragrance for that same vibe? I haven't made up my mind yet. And on paper, it doesn't do it justice. It needs skin. It needs your body chemistry. Because I did enjoy, and see, another thing with the Bond number 9, this little travel spray, while it helped me, see what it smelled like, I still couldn't wear this the way I would normally wear it. I didn't spray my clothes with this. I didn't spray everywhere with this because I was trying to make it last, and my friend wanted to smell it, so I just didn't go to town with it. So I still didn't get the full experience of, because this is one I would feel like you have to overspray heavily. So I don't know, y'all. I know I want it in my collection, but I just don't know when. Yeah, I don't know when, but it is a nice one. Again, if you want that, you smell good and you don't smell like a perfume. It has that clean skin quality, shower clean quality to it. That is nice. I do like it. So the scent of peace is a yes. I do want it in my collection, a full bottle. I just don't know when I'm going to add it to my collection. All right, the next fragrance that I have from Bond number 9 is Liberty Island. So Liberty Island is described as a floral fruity fragrance. It was released in 2016. It has notes of mandarin orange, bergamot, blackcurrant, orange blossom, jasmine, marshmallow, and musk. So you all, Liberty Island, I wore it to work. I remember I wore it with beach nights because I wanted to bring out the marshmallow. This is a fragrance. I like it. It's unisex. And I think you just have to know what you want to bring out and what to layer with it. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like this is a summer fragrance. Everyone that smelled it liked it on me. Liberty Island was a hit for everybody. Everybody liked it. I know I want to get it in my collection because to me it's a citrusy, summery, marshmallowy scent, but I feel like it needs the heat. 1, 2, 3. This is one that I just feel like the sun will bring it to life. So Liberty Island is one I'm gonna purchase closer to the summer. I don't want it for the spring. I don't want it for the winter. I don't want it for the fall. I want it for the summertime. And that's when I plan to purchase it. So yeah, I'm going to add it to my collection. And y'all, I'm smelling this centerpiece right now. And it's smelling better and better. I know I like it. I know I like it. I know I want to add it to my collection. That it's just that price point for what it is. It's making me go, but I don't know. It's smelling pretty good. Do I want to get it for spring right now? I don't know. So the last fragrance we have here is Nolita. And let me just go ahead and spray it before I tell you all about Nolita, as I missed most of the card. Nolita is described as a floral woody musk. It was released in 2017. It has notes of tangerine, freesia, lily, rose, jasmine, sambac, musk, amber, and sandalwood. This is the one with the pretty lips. This is the bottle with the pretty lips. This is the one that I have been going back and forth trying to decide if I wanted to blind buy because it's expensive, even discounted. So Nolita is very pretty. It's very pretty. And it's a citrusy, thick, musky floral. And then the woodiness will come out. So this one would have mixed reviews too. Like one of my friends at work, she said, oh no, all she could pull was the sandalwood. We smelled it on her. It smelled really good on her skin, but she couldn't stand it. She said she couldn't stand the woodiness. She doesn't like any of the woodiness. Me, it pulled a little sweeter on me. It was still citrusy, floral, woody, but it was a little sweeter. And then my other friend, it was more floral, woody on her. But it smelled to me really good on each person. So I know I want to add Nolita. But Nolita is hard to find, y'all. Like right now on FragranceNet, it has not the sample. It's the one that comes without the box, but it doesn't have the top. And I'm not paying that price without my doggone top. So Nolita is one, when I find the best deal, I'm going to get it. Now, some people said Nolita smells like Bombshell from Victoria's Secret. I can see, I recently went in Vicky's and I smelled Bombshell, thinking of this video, because I knew I was going to do it, and I hadn't smelled Bombshell in forever. I never really liked Bombshell. The only thing I had Bombshell, the original Bombshell, was a satin body oil. So I was going by that, comparing these two. But I said, let me compare the perfume, actually. And I can see what people are saying because of the citrus muskiness of this. But to me, this is, if you're going to say Nolita smells like Bombshell, you know, Nolita is the name brand, you know, luxury. She's the one that has all the latest designer items, it girl. And then you have Miss Wannabe over here. That's Bombshell. You know, Bombshell is the one, well, she went and found something that looked like the designer label, but it's not quite that level. And she's still cute. She still look good, but you know, she's not up on that level. That's the vibes Bombshell and Nolita give me if you're going to compare the two. And for me, I never really liked Bombshell. Even when I would spray the Bombshell oil, it was just okay to me. I never fell in love with the scent. While as Nolita, it's one, the more I smell it, the better it gets to me. So I know I'm going to add Nolita to my collection too. I just don't know when. Whenever I find the right deal, and if like my grandmother used to say, if my money's not funny at that time, then I'll get it, you know. So y'all, those were 11 fragrances I wanted to let you all know, give you an update on will I be adding a full bottle to my collection. So we gonna see, y'all. None of them gonna be added soon. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on any of the perfumes I mentioned. I would love to know. You know, if I said I really wasn't feeling it, tell me what you like about it. Tell me if I should give another try. You know, just share your opinions on these fragrances. I would love to hear them. Please share this video with everyone because you know we're trying to get to that goal of 10K. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.